Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. We're just gonna hopefully finish our story and our hospital stay at the NICU. Did reach the 2 kilos by the 23rd at least, which is awesome. So 3 days, this is 3 days in this ridiculous 7-day starve mass. I started to feel like she will never come home because once they start feeding her, they're gonna mess it up again, and this just keeps continuing. There are just times when you just feel like, well, of course, you feel guilty for getting her here, for giving birth so early, and getting her to the point when she is at the ICU. You feel super guilty, you feel super depressed because you can't help your baby, like you just want to help and you just can't. You feel so depressed because you helpless, because you just know that if they would just give you the baby right now and you would take it home, everything would be fine. And then you go into the hospital every time, you can't even touch your baby because she just gets so upset by smelling your milk, by smelling you, by being close to you. It was the hardest 7 days of my life, and this whole stay, and this is basically the end of my horror story at the NICU, because thank God after that she's gonna come home super fast. Every time I went in twice a day still, and then I was trying to calm her down, but it was just a big no. Maybe daddy could calm her a little bit because she couldn't smell the milk, but I was crying so many times. I went in and I was just crying there because I couldn't hug her, couldn't hold her. If I tried, she started screaming. She was trying to get to the breast and couldn't. She was so upset that and because I made her so upset, and she already had such a hard time, I was just there, I was just talking to her, even touch her a little bit, but no cuddling, nothing really. So she's getting upset, like she was upset, she was so angry for them not letting her eat. She was crazy upset, right, Baba? You were just angry, crying, you showed it to them. So yeah, and then we reached the end of the 7-day crazy trial. I think I already put my emotions out there. There's a lot more in here. I could make a whole video, probably like 3 hours long, about how I feel about this whole NICU stay, the doctors, and how can they mess it up twice. What are the chances that the doctors make like such stupid mistakes after after another stupid mistake in a case like this, that such an easy case would have been. Baby would have been such an easy case. She would have been out at 36 weeks, no issue. She had no issues ever since. So they started to feed her on the 26th, so obviously this was like the 7 days after 7 days after they decided that they're not gonna feed her, and she got 3 meals, and 3 meals every 3 hours, and they increased it by 1 meal every 12 hours. Okay, so at this rate, I'm like, oh my goodness, by the time she gets to her full meal, it's gonna be like 2 weeks. So I'm still not feeling too confident that we can take her home soon. And she wasn't too extremely happy with the 3 meals, I can guarantee you that. So there was a big not happening. I still can't actually hold her because she's getting such a low amount of milk, and she smells mine, that she was still extremely upset if I was trying to hold her. So you would think that my suffering is over, but not, and her suffering is still not over because she's still hungry. That it's extremely hard for me to just stay there and not be able to cuddle with her and hug her, but I'm still there every day twice to talk to the doctors and see how everything's going, and because I want because we want her to start getting the feed through the bottle, which she does. She gets it through the bottle. Right now, she still has her feeding tube in case she wouldn't drink it through the bottle. But hey, 3 meals, she's like, and that's it. And she's like, where's the rest? Like she wants a lot more. She passed it 2 kilos. She's almost 2,100 grams. But at this point, I'm just really hoping I can start breastfeeding her the next day. The next day I still couldn't go in, like this was the first day when I couldn't go in at 12 because I knew that she's still gonna be super hungry because she's still gonna be on like 4 or 5 meals and I can't cuddle with her, can't hold with her still because she would be just super upset that I can't breastfeed her. And this was, I think, my lowest point during the whole hospital stay. Like I kind of felt just as bad when she was actually born, and I had all that guilt. I still had all that guilt because still, if I didn't have the preeclampsia, if I could, I don't know, whatever, if nothing, I don't know. I was just always feeling that maybe we could have kept her in a bit longer, and then maybe she comes out a bit stronger, and then doesn't have to go through all this. I don't know. My blood pressure was still not back to normal. Like this is 2 months after my preeclampsia, and it usually resolves after 6 weeks. I still had my medications. I don't remember if I was still taking them regularly or if I just measured my blood pressure and when it went up I just took it. But I know that, for example, this day it was 154 over 105 on the extreme after I was taking the blood pressure medications, and I took a lot of the whole day and it just kept being this high. I went in the morning, in the evening to see how she is. She was getting six meals at that time, so this was 24 hours after we started to feed her, and she was at least 6 meals. So the next day she got to 8 meals and she took it, but she was still crying like crazy after. They said that I can, at this point I said I can breastfeed if I pump before. Still did try, okay, because I just really wanted to breastfeed her. So I pumped there, we put her on the empty breast, and then she got angry at one point that nothing is coming, but then I dropped a couple of drops of milk in her mouth just so she gets some success, that she was breastfeeding for so long and nothing is coming out. And then she went back on her breast right away. She was 2,043 grams. Like these are important because right now, like, we haven't bought a car seat yet because we don't know if when she's gonna come home. But if she comes home at 5 pounds or below 5 pounds, like what kind of car seat we have to get. So we are trying to get to 5 pounds and we are so close, but it's just not happening yet. Okay, now we are getting close to getting her home. So I got an x-ray the next day and her tummy was back completely normal, obviously, even though they are feeding her. But the IV, because the IV has to be in until she's back on her full feed, like they are increasing her feed with the bottles, her regular feed, but she's still getting most of her stuff from the IV, and then as they are increasing the feed, they are decreasing the IV, and that's the one that's in the leg, so it's in a longer time. But what the x-ray showed is that this actually moved, and they had to basically go through this whole procedure again and fix it, which I don't even want to imagine what it is, but like it's a procedure. Now they said they're gonna try something else. So what they said they're gonna try is that I pump, and then we put her on the empty breast, but we squeeze in a tube and her mouth, and then she gets her feet through that. Basically, why they want me, and this is the stupidest thing ever, to pump on a breast pump and breastfeed with her on an empty breast, is that so she doesn't get more milk than what they want her to get, which is this 9 mil at this point, if I'm right. So, which other doctors and other nurses said is ridiculous. Anyways, so they wanted to put in a tube next to my nipple into her mouth, and so she would get her 9 mils through that, so she has a success as fulfilling. Not because I told them that, you know what, I don't want to start keep doing this empty breast feeding, because she's just gonna you know, like, I want to breastfeed her at home as well, and then what she's getting right now is that she works like crazy sucking on the breast and nothing is coming out. Like, it's she's not getting any successful feeling. She's just not happy. So they said, let's try this. They put the tube in there, she gets the 9 mil through the tube, and then, but for her it's gonna feel like it's coming from the breast. Well, we couldn't do it, okay? We couldn't do it because she's so tiny and her mouth is so tiny that you can't fit the nipple and the tube in. That's it. This was the point when I think I kind of gave up on breastfeeding her in the hospital. When I was like, give her the bottle, feed her through the bottle, and if you let me actually breastfeed the full breast, I'm here. I can't give her more than 40 mils. Her full feed was over that. Anyways, but let me know. I'm not gonna do this anymore, the empty breastfeeding. There's just no point. I'm gonna finish this video here. This is a part 1, and then I'm gonna probably next day upload it, the part 2, just because. Yasmin, do you wanna say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, so we will see you in the next video for sure. Say bye-bye. Good job. Okay, mommy's gonna turn this off, okay? Just keep doing that. Perfect. Say bye-bye. Good job.